Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I know I've not been consistent here, and the reason is because I have been on maternity leave. I just welcomed a baby, so I haven't been able to show up as much as I wanted to. But moving forward, I will try to be consistent. And if you've not subscribed to my channel, please do well to subscribe and turn on their notifications so that you don't miss out on my videos, because I'll be making videos based on what you want, based on answers to your questions, so you don't want to miss this. All right, so today's video I'm going to be sharing with you the interview, how my interview went after my 3 years gap. That's the interview that earned me my first NHS job in the UK. Before the interview, I really prayed, because I have put in several applications, like several of them, and I wasn't even getting an interview. I became so glued to my tablet, always refreshing my emails to check if I've gotten any positive response. So it was like I was getting at least like 2 rejection emails every day, And if I get 1 rejection email a day, it's like I've not really been applying for jobs enough. So I had to put in the work, because the more I was seeing these rejection emails, it gave me this sense of, okay, you're actually putting in the work in searching for jobs, right? So I continued applying until the day I saw the email, "You've been invited for interview." Being my first interview for NHS job, and also the fact that I've not been getting any interview, I just knew that I must maximize this opportunity. And what did I do? I went to ask for help. I met colleagues who were already working in the UK, looking for materials to study with, asking questions. What were the common questions that they ask? I read around around medicine, common interview questions. I read about clinical governance, about everything. I went on YouTube to watch videos on how to prepare for NHS interviews. So that's how much I prepared and studied for these interviews. I even had a one-on-one session with a colleague who put me through and asked me questions so that I'll be more prepared, I'll be better prepared. Now, the importance of this is that it builds your confidence before the interviewer, because you don't want to appear before the interviewer and you're nervous, like you're shaking because you don't know what you're going to be asked and what you're not going to be asked. So it's best to prepare very well for your interview to boost your confidence before the interviewer, because NHS wants doctors that are confident in addition to doctors that are safe. So I showed up, and I showed up earlier than expected. I dressed well, and the interview progressed for 20 minutes, and I was asked questions around medicine, clinical medicine. And honestly, I wasn't so perfect in my responses, but I was giving clues, I was giving hints. All right, so the interesting thing is that some of these hints I was giving helped me to answer these questions even much better, because based on learnings from Club 2. So I wasn't dwelling on the fact that I had 3 years clinical gap, therefore I shouldn't know anything clinical. And then the second thing is that, in regards to all those other questions about clinical governance, clinical audits, quality improvement projects, I wasn't asked anything, like not even a single question on that. Even though we are told that yes, such questions always come up, I was not asked anything about that, nothing at all. Just the 2 clinical questions, and then I was asked about to go through my CV. That brings me to another point. Please be very, very honest. Be very, very honest. I know that there are people out there that will tell you not to talk about your gaps, not to do this. Just be honest, because they already have your CV. All right, it's not that you're coming there to highlight your deficiencies. No, you're just being honest. This is what happened. I couldn't work. This is why I couldn't work. If you want to know further, then you ask me, and then I'll tell you more, and we move on. All right, so it wasn't from a place of deficiency. It was from a place of, this is who I am. This is my journey so far. So I was as honest as possible, and I talked about the clinical scenarios, answered the questions as much as possible. I showed insight that I knew what they were talking about, what the interviewer was talking about. So that, and in places where I wasn't sure, I was honest that I wasn't sure, and I would confirm with a senior, because this is real life. If you don't know anything, if you don't know so much about what's going on with your patient, you should consult someone that is higher than you, rather than making assumptions, because in medicine, if you make assumptions, the patient will die, and that is the truth. So as much as possible, be honest. In places where you don't know, be honest, and talk about escalating to your seniors to get help. All right, that makes you a safe doctor. All right, these are more like real life situations. That's what they are like. All right, to show that you don't know anything at all. You're a doctor, you've gone through medical school, you've gone through your internship, so there is something you know about patient management. There is something you know about patient management. But if you're not sure, please mention that you would find out from a senior colleague. Don't guess, because the patient can die. All right, so if you found this video helpful, feel free to leave me a like, give me a comment. If you have any other question, feel free to ask me, and please subscribe to my channel. See you guys in my next video.